Welcome to the Marriage Be Hard podcast. I am Melissa.
My name is Kevin. Hello.
And on this podcast, we talk to some of our favorite couples that we've seen across the worldwide internet. And we talk to them about love. We talk to them about marriage. We talk to them about their journey. And so this couple, I am sure, without a shadow of a doubt, you have seen them. I'm sure you've seen them several times, but this one specific video.
The attempted murder video?
The attempted murder video has over 7 million views just on the TikTok.
Yes.
And it's been ripped on every site known to man. Okay. I've seen it so many different ways, so many different times on all the different platforms. It took me a little while to understand it was y'all two before I circled it back to y'all, because I had seen it ripped so many different ways. Okay, who am I talking about? I am talking about none other than Larrial and Alexis Tyler. Please help me welcome them on the show.
Oh my, I almost floated out the chair.
Listen, I didn't even say all my good stuff. They're TikTokers, they're YouTubers, they're on the Instagram, they do videos in their cars. She does video makeup tutorial content type of situations. They're an encouraging to all of us young, I said us, okay? I said us young married couples. Don't at me and don't do math, because I said what I said. Shut up.
Because young is a state of heart.
Thank you. Thank you, Alexis. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. I say young, okay? They are hilarious together. If you have not checked them out on their social media, you most certainly should. Okay, let's get into it. First of all, I said your name correctly. It's Larrial, right?
Perfect. You said it perfectly.
Listen,
Most people ain't get it wrong, but somehow you've been touched by God. You said it right on the first try. So
I had to watch a lot of YouTube videos because it's the thing. You say Alexis a lot. Alexis don't say Larrial a lot.
Okay, so I take that.
Is that a point of contention?
No, it don't. No, it's fine because you're just, my husband or he or whatever. I said, girl, say his name one time so I could hear it.
Say his name. Say his name.
I said, I just need to make sure I'm about to say it correct. Can you just say it one time? Okay, let's get this thing started. Normally, we like to start from the beginning. So tell us how you all met, which seems like you were a football player, Larrial?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Oh, back in the Mississippi?
Back in the Mississippi.
Yeah.
I love her.
Okay, we got a little Mississippi shade.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
go and tell us about it.
Want me to start?
Yeah, I guess so. We were just talking about this.
We were just talking about it. We actually met in higher education. I was transitioning, just graduated, and we actually met in the financial aid office.
Okay.
It wasn't planned or anything like that, and just like anybody who just graduated, I was broke. So my main focus was to get on my 2 feet, and in the midst of it, she ended up being the person who taught me, who was teaching me my role, my new position. So as time went on, I'm not aggressive. I don't want to be like, hey, I want you.
You were the opposite of assertive. I mean, he didn't give me a clue at all. It was.
I didn't verbally say it, but this is what I did. I made sure I text her more than often. Whenever she left work, I said, hey, I'm just checking in on you.
Very clear, if you ask me.
I came to her office every single day. I feel like I can't throw in any other signs.
You could say it specifically. You can't
no
be any
signs.
Than
you
that.
could just be clear.
That's too on the nose, man. He got to be cool.
But right when at the last moment, the last second, when I said, you know what, she's not budging. I'm about to quit. She came around.
It was God.
She came
Seriously.
around.
Okay, let's take it to church.
Okay.
I was sitting in Sunday school and I'm serious. God himself said, Larrial Tyler. And I was like, I was about to overlook my husband. Let me go text this man back. Because I was not catching. He wasn't being direct at all. He was coming in and asking me about work.
I was.
But that's where it started.
It seemed creepy.
So
That's
y'all
true.
was working together.
We was working together.
So it's a work husband relationship. Work husband, work wife.
How long did we work in the same office? What?
But we worked together possibly at max like 3
or 4 months.
3 to 4 months.
Oh, that's short.
Then, going to the accounting department.
Yeah.
Got a promotion there, and we just came public, and we've been just hitting the ground running ever since then.
Yeah. Wait, what you mean by y'all became public?
Like we made the relationship known, because when we worked in the same office, I just didn't want it to be any type of conflict.
Yeah, professional as possible.
So yeah, but when I got out of that office, I said, oh, okay, I'm down here to have lunch with my man.
So now, and since we started, we was together for a year, and we got engaged for that year, and now we're coming out of our first year of our anniversary.
Yeah.
Yep. So
wait.
4 years total.
Okay, that's the math I was looking for.
That's the math.
I told him yesterday that math ain't math.
No, that math sounded like 2 years.
That's what I said. It don't make sense.
No, that math sounded like 2 years.
I want people to do that math, but yes, 4 years.
You know, Black people, we gonna make 1 + 1 = 2 every time. He said they got together, they got engaged, they got married. No, wait a minute. That sounds like y'all got together, got married, and got engaged in 30 days. That seems quick.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, very good. So you guys are coming up, your second year of marriage will be in December?
Yes.
December 11th.
December 11th. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very much. Okay, so tell us about your first year coming up on 2 years. Like, what are your biggest lessons you guys have learned over the course of these 2 years? And Alexis, you pregnant. How far along are you?
I am almost 6 months. I'll be 6 months next week.
Okay, so let's also talk about that, because pregnancy a changing now.
Yes.
That's where that pillow video come true.
Let's rewind it to this first year of marriage.
Okay.
So when we always had the plan, if you don't know, like now we reside in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but we were in Mississippi. That's where we got married. That's where we met and all that. But the plan was always to get here.
Okay.
So now the road to get here wasn't as smooth, I think, as we would have, liked it to be. And you try to plan for some of the highs and lows, but some of the lows were really low. Let me tell you why. I always wanted to move to Atlanta, even before we met. So him wanting to move to Atlanta just made it
confirmation.
But I'll tell you this, I wanted to move to Atlanta because I'm the youngest of all my siblings. And so my sister, who was right above me, the plan was for her to move to Atlanta. And me being a little sister was like, all right, we moving to Atlanta. And so I bought, she's selling the dream, I'm buying it. I'm like, yeah, we're going to move to Atlanta. And lo and behold, I'm in Atlanta and she's 9. She's talking about Houston now.
Oh, see how the group chat, the plans don't never come to fruition on the travel with the people.
So
Atlanta is far from Houston.
She was moving here. When we were gonna move here, I thought like, okay, yeah, I'm waiting for you to, get here. And it was like, it don't look like Atlanta happening for me. But
and you already had moved. And you had already moved.
Yes. Yeah, I had already moved.
That's why you can't go first. You can't go first.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta do 1, 2, 3, close y'all U-Haul things together.
Yes.
Right. And now she's talking about, well, it's a lot of opportunity in Texas. Maybe y'all will move out there. Honey, hush. We're not coming out there. Like, be gone.
Honey, hush.
Go on. We're not doing that no more. But before we came here, we were applying for jobs, because you got to make some money. We're applying for jobs, and he's getting all the interviews. He's getting interview after interview after interview, and I didn't get one. Right? And then I started getting rejection. And so I was like, what are we going to do? And so at one point, I was really stressed out about it. And then the next time we came here, we looked at apartments, because I'm still trying to be optimistic and be hopeful and just know like this is gonna happen. If it's in God's plan, it's gonna happen. So we came here, we looked at apartments. I'm still not getting interviews whatsoever. And I think they finally offered you the job. Mm-hmm. And I finally said, you know what, do the application to the apartment. Like, it's just gonna work out. So when we moved here, I moved with no job. So that was a testing moment for me, because I have been working since I was like 16 or 17. That's just always been my mindset. And so I was like, this is testing for me to come here, no job, and soon this paycheck that I did get, my last paycheck, soon it's gonna run out. What we gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
And Atlanta rent, I tell you, I mean,
It's different than Mississippi.
oh, way different.
Right.
So I was like, oh, what we about to do? Lo and behold, you gotta have somebody on your side.
That's when, just to wrap everything up, for what we learned this year is more so intentionality and having patience.
Yeah,
That's good.
IP.
Yeah.
So I'm very intentional, right along with her story saying, hey, she basically moved here with no job. I was blessed to have an opportunity while still building our business on the side. Before we even moved here, I wrote everything down.
Come
Because you have to
on.
write it out to make it plain.
Come
Hey, write the
on.
vision.
Are y'all pastors' kids?
She is. I grew up in church.
Okay, you just
I'm very principle based.
Uh-huh.
I would go crazy if I didn't have some type of foundation
For
to
sure.
lean on.
Mm-hmm.
And for the most part, it's been working. God been working my life this far. I'm gonna keep on using them. So the entire time, it was all intentional. Before we had the job, we came down here just to show our face, just to shake hands. We got we booked an Airbnb. We came out here, showed our face to different schools. We did what we had to do. I got the call, and once I got the call, I was like, "Hey, my wife, she's coming with me.
Right.
Hey, hey, what can we do here? My wife, she's coming with me." And after that, like things just started falling into place. Our social media started taking off. Our social media started taking off. We received the call. We found out we were pregnant. And technically, to be honest with you, just to be transparent, right along with being patient, we had to have two because at the beginning of this year, this is technically our second pregnancy. We just haven't said anything about it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
In the beginning, it was a miscarriage.
Yeah.
So right along, it's been a lot of intentionality, patience, and faith. That's what
Right.
we've been learning this entire year.
Oh my
So
God. That is, first of all, we want to say I'm so sorry to hear that.
Very sorry.
it's our
Miscarriages.
first time ever saying anything about it here.
Wow.
So I
Wow.
mean, so yes.
Wow. How are you feeling, Alexis? I can't tell if your eyes are welling.
Oh no, I'm fine. I have I've accepted that part of my life, you know, and it has made this pregnancy so much more memorable, special,
Yeah.
holding it even closer, you know, just enjoying every moment, even enjoying the moments that don't feel so well because I didn't even get to this point
Right.
Yeah.
in the last pregnancy. So it's just all I'm taking it all as like a blessing, really.
Right.
That's
So.
beautiful. That's beautiful. Can you speak more on what that, like if there's any words of encouragement, maybe now that you're at this point, you can offer a couple that may be in the beginning phases or stages of a miscarriage? Like how did that, those are moments that can really break a marriage as well, you know?
It really can. I would definitely encourage everyone to be a couple who's dealing with it, to be patient with each other. I mean, we know like it's the woman's body that is going through this miscarriage, but when you have a significant other that cares for you, you know, we take it to church like Christ loved the church, he
Yeah.
cares for you like that. He's dealing with it in his own way as well.
Mhm.
And he's also what I realized you were dealing with it not only this is you also dealing with the miscarriage, but what my body was going through, you couldn't take it away from me. Like you
Right.
couldn't take that pain or anything away from me. So that made it even more difficult. And I would have to say, being open with like how you're feeling. Like, you know, some moments you have moments where it's like life goes on. We're gonna keep pushing through. And then maybe the next hour you've regressed and you just feel like I need to soak in this moment. And so we had to be very transparent
Right.
with each other about our feelings. And I think the hopeful thing is that it's going to get better. Like I had to start doing my research and realize like miscarriage is so common.
It is.
And you know, it's not something that people like to talk about because
Right.
it doesn't feel good whatsoever. But it is common and that's not if you aspire to create your own family, it comes in different forms.
Right.
It comes in all different forms, and you just have to be hopeful.
Right.
And so just know that it sounds cliche, but somebody tell you cliches are cliches for a reason. It really is better. You just got to keep pressing forward.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Really quick.
Thank you for sharing that with us and trusting us with that information.
That was good,
Thank you
Kevin.
for listening.
Thank you. Again, I do want to echo what Kevin said. Thank you guys so much for sharing that. And I definitely think you will encourage a couple, because no one talks about it. As common as miscarriages are, the
Especially in
reality
Black
is,
women.
especially in Black women, we do not talk about it. And that can be extremely isolating. Like, you can feel very isolated. And then you say something, you realize all these other women have experiences, no one's talking about it. So
Yeah.
I really, really, really do. Okay, so then now you're in. Well, one question: during this time from your wedding to moving to Atlanta, when does social media take off, and whose idea was it, or was it an accident?
Okay, we used to do car ride talks, like in the car.
Uh-huh.
That was exclusive to YouTube. And then when we decided to do TikTok, it was almost a year ago. Yeah, December last year.
Okay.
I said, look, let's do like TikTok vlogmas, and let's just see where it goes, which is only supposed to be like 21 days leading up to Christmas, and that's the end of it. But it took off. I mean, our like what is it called? Followers, they just kept jumping up, and I was thinking, and we were putting out 4 videos a day.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh,
we're working out
wow.
55, and then we're putting out 4 videos a day.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, I cannot wait till Vlogmas is over. And at this point, but this is my idea.
Yeah.
And so I'm ready for it to be over.
What was I
I'm like,
thinking?
I'm ready to go to sleep. Like, I'm ready to rest. At this point, he's bought in because like the followers are going up and up and up. And so he was like, come on, we got to do these videos. And I was like, you got to get out of my face. Like, it's time. We done with this.
Yes.
And so it just took off from there.
And the same point of it taking off, that's when the miscarriage happened.
Yes.
Oh.
At that same exact time, and you just never know what a person may be going through.
That viral video where I was about to murder him with the pillow. We were in the heart of it right then. It was starting to conclude. And it was one of those moments where I was almost like, I don't feel like doing anything, Larrial. Yes. And we were just like, well, he was like, let's come on, let's do it. And I was like, wow, of all the videos, this is the one.
It's always like that.
It is always like that. And it's almost, I mean, it can be a really great distraction. And it also is a way, like God's saying, I haven't forgotten about you either, in a very strange way, because you really can feel, forgotten. Like, oh, why I'm going through this? I didn't ask for this.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was a sense of like pushing forward.
Yeah. Okay.
Gave us something like that.
Did you have a question, Kev? Okay. And then, so now you guys are doing this. What are you hoping for in the future with your whole, like, you guys have a lot of things you guys are doing. I think your biggest following is obviously on TikTok though, right?
Instagram, actually.
Is it? But y'all are split on Instagram. It's hard to tell.
We at 229,000.
I think you not at 299.
229,000 on Instagram. I use my page actually. I'm not Brother Kev over there. But,
229,000. Yeah.
But we have 229,000 on Instagram. I use my page. I made my page our page.
Got it. Okay. And then where are you at on TikTok?
We're at 193.7K on TikTok.
That is wild to me that you're not bigger on TikTok.
It's weird, but
at one point we were bigger on TikTok, and then all of a sudden Instagram decided to show up, and so it was like, let's do
the algorithm, girl,
is different. I don't
trying to figure it out. I feel like their whole goal with the algorithm is to convince is to work creatives into the ground by never figuring out, because every other day is changing.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It's so annoying and frustrating. I don't understand it. I really don't. Alexis, did you ever find a job in Atlanta, or are you able to work full time being like with the family business that is entrepreneur or creative?
No, I still work in higher education. I work at Georgia State University.
Okay.
But that's what I was saying at the end. Come to find out, he got his job, and thankfully he was looking out for me. So he got there. He said, "Hey, my wife needs a job. Like, she's a great candidate. I don't know why she's not getting reviewed." Come to find out, I marked that I wasn't a U.S. citizen, and so my application was never. My application never made it anywhere.
Now, Alexis.
That's what I said.
Now, Alexis.
Okay, to my defense, it was a 2-part question. So it was like, if yes, go to number 2. So I was like, well, yes. And so they said, but it was really, yeah, whatever.
Girl, it's always the same 2 questions that they ask.
I was like, y'all need to fix that.
I love how Larrial came over and was like, man, y'all got any more of them good jobs over here, man? My wife need a good job. I know I'm in. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But she good. She do good work. And they said she not a citizen, though. You're like, well, she is. No, she said she wasn't. Girl, put it to yes. Oh, okay, then you can have a job then.
And we need to know Larrial's
That's
energy.
what happened.
That all happened in one day of his first day. Where my desk at? Also, my wife needs to work here. She ain't a citizen. Girl, click it again and resave it and post it. Send a PDF and update the resume.
Update your LinkedIn.
What country did you say you were from when you lied? When you lied about where you were from?
The question was confusing.
What part of are you a U.S. citizen is called?
No.
They said, are you authorized to work in the U.S.?
And you said,
and so I said yes. And then I could have sworn it said, but if you say yes, go to number 2. So I went to number 2. And obviously, if you mark number 2, that means you marked no for the first part. So they just threw me out.
I feel like somebody got your paperwork and balled it up and said, girl, how you going to work here if you don't live here?
Oh, my God.
Well, y'all see all these jobs I got, and y'all see that I'm saying I was born in Mississippi. Come on now.
She was born in Mississippi, Africa.
Oh, my God. That is so funny.
Well, Africa's a continent, but
I know what you meant.
I just want to make a joke, guys. Don't be upset.
No, it was fine because it was, are you a U.S. citizen? That's the continent.
Yeah.
I mean, not the continent. That's, yep, you done did it wrong.
I needed to pick a country.
I had to go walk through it too. Africa is the continent, not the country.
But Mississippi could have been the country in Africa.
Right. Could be.
Okay. That's what we're going to go with.
It's a city-state nation.
Yeah, okay.
It's a city-state nation. Mississippi.
You had to fix it.
The capital is Mississippi also.
You had to fix it. Yeah, you had to.
I don't want nobody coming for me in the comments.
No, they would have.
Africa is not a country.
It's the country.
I know.
It's the
I'm
continent.
just making a joke and more general in that sense. Just hush, man, if you're in the comments.
He meant Mississippi, North America, United States. Mississippi as a country state, Africa.
Right. There we go.
Okay. So do you know what you're having? Are you sharing? Because I haven't seen that on the Instagrams.
We haven't shared it either, but we'll share it here.
No, you don't have to if you don't want to. Because
and I don't mind because it's him who hasn't put out the content. It's
I love how people from the South pronounce content. Y'all gonna say content every time. C-U-N-T-I-N-T. I love the content. I love it. I know you're from that deep South. It's up in you.
It's okay.
You below that Mason-Dixon, and I know y'all.
Where y'all from in Mississippi?
I'm from Tunica, Mississippi.
And I'm from Greenville.
So, yes.
Oh,
okay.
2 cities I've never heard of.
I was like, Tunica.
If you don't say Jackson, then I don't know the other ones.
That's what I was about to say. People only know Jackson. I'm 2 hours away from Jackson.
Oh, I know Tupelo, Mississippi.
Tupelo?
Tupelo, Mississippi.
That's closer to you, I think.
Tupelo's closer.
What did you say?
What did you say? Tunca?
Tunica.
Tunica.
Yes, Tunica. Tunica.
And you from Greenville, you said?
Greenville.
Yeah.
Greenville, Mississippi.
Now, okay, we need to have a real church argument. What denomination y'all grew up?
Baptist.
Same.
You ain't saved.
So
y'all
y'all
ain't
cussing,
saved.
y'all smoke.
Y'all ain't saved for real.
Don't be like that. We grew up Baptist. That's common in the South.
Oh, yeah. Southern
Oh,
Baptist.
yes. Oh yeah.
They
There you
vote
go.
the pastor. They vote the pastor out in the Baptist churches, man. You out of here. We voted. Get your stuff and scram, buddy.
Exactly.
Pastor only got so much power. He only got so much power down there in them Southern Baptists.
Oh, you know they'll vote you out.
They'll vote you out.
Oh yeah.
They'll vote you out.
One
That
of
deacon board get together.
Deacon board get together. It's an overthrow. It's a coup.
they the ones with the real power.
Really.
One of my friends from Washington just became a pastor over a church, and he posted his contract, and it had a 90-day probation.
Wow.
Listen, you think you special?
He got to go back before the board for them to basically give him a review before he is formally anointed as the pastor.
Personally, I like pastors having some checks and balances. That's just me.
But who checks and balances the checks and balances?
God!
Yeah. Who's creating stuff for them?
Because the deacons could go.
They go rogue.
They get too much power. You got the same problem. It's just not the pastor.
I want a show called Succession, but it's just about the deacon board.
Woo!
In the
Or
Southern
the motherboard in a little
or
bit.
the motherboard, the usher board, the nurses guild.
The thing about it is real church politics. You okay?
Your ring.
What's he like this?
Oh my God. Sorry, guys. It was blinding.
Yeah, this ring ain't even new.
But the light hit it just so.
It need to be clean. Ain't been clean since the pandemic. Got lotion, oil.
Right.
Dang it. What was I gonna say? Oh, real church politics could be juicy if you do it right.
Oh yes.
Folks ain't got to die. Nobody got to. It don't got to be over dramatized.
It don't.
All we need is the true.
The true stuff be good content.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now back to it. You do not have to share, but we would love to know. But don't feel the pressure.
Oh, no pressure.
I feel like I have been giving it away.
You've been trying
And
to give
all
it
of
away.
our
She's giving away right now.
I'm about to say,
so much pink.
I'm about
I've
to
been wearing so much pink. I'm just hoping people be like, you know what? She wear a lot of pink since she announced that she's pregnant.
So we are having a beautiful baby girl.
Oh man, what y'all gonna name her? Kevin? Thank you. Melissa actually had a nurse named
Our
Kevin.
moms.
Oh, that's
Oh,
sweet.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Keep it in the
Abby
family.
Evelyn.
Yeah.
Abby Evelyn, who mom got to go first? I figured.
Wait, is your mom's first name Abby or is it Abigail?
No, it's Abby. It's just Abby.
My mom's name is Evelyn.
Oh, Abby Evelyn. That's
That is
beautiful.
sweet. Put that baby in that content too. Y'all gonna go to the moon.
Don't do that.
Yeah, we will. That's the plan.
Yeah, get that baby in the
We'll
family
figure it
business,
out.
man.
All right, very good. Do you guys have anything upcoming that you would like to let the audience know about?
Yes, I'm excited.
Hold on. He about to give y'all a list. So just prepare yourself.
That's good.
Okay.
I was just one thing in particular I'm excited about. I love y'all book. Married Be
thank
Hard.
you.
Thank you.
We have our book.
Nice.
It's an ebook too, though. It's called Intentional Monogamy.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, tell us about this.
Love is not safe.
Love is not safe.
Love
Okay,
is
what
not
you
safe.
mean by that? Larrial, what you mean by that?
Meaning, I have a lot of we come across a lot of people who have just interesting conversations and questions
Right.
when it comes to just finding a partner.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we want a partner, but we don't do what the prerequisite before getting a partner.
Yep.
Is equivalent to I'll put it like this to keep it simple and short. If me and Kev if I had a ride and me and Kev wanted to go somewhere, and I say, hey Kev, hey, jump in the car. The first question you'll ask me, you'll say, hey, where we going?
Yep.
What if I just say, hey, I don't know, but let's go.
All right, man. I'm finna get out though.
I'll figure it out. That's how most people is getting into relationships.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that direction. That's good.
Not
Bring us
having a
home.
destination.
Oh, that's
Like
churchy.
where are we going? Like where is this going?
That's good.
So
That's
like
good.
I said, writing down everything that you want within your partner, because we attract who you are. You attract who you are. You want someone who's loyal, loving, kind, smart, all those things. We heard of them. At the end of the day, we have to become that list.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
So that is intentional monogamy part of it. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a great.
Yeah, we've come across a lot of stories where people want something and then the next sentence is completely a contradiction of what you just said
What
you
you just
want.
said.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I wanna get married and something like that, but bro, I just had to take that one and I got that one, and it's just like,
No, it don't work that way. It doesn't work
what you
that way.
doing?
It's one big gumbo. It's not a one cookie cutter way, but it's certain principles that you have to set in place to make
Absolutely.
things work. So
Yeah, for sure.
you will get more in depth in detail within the book.
Yeah,
So
listen, you better leave a carrot out there for them.
I love
Don't
it.
give it all
Right.
to them for the free.
That's
When is the book gonna be available? Do you know yet?
we are actually dropping it
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Oh.
tomorrow? Oh, so it'll be available by the time this comes out.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
Nice.
One last question before we close out. I should have asked this before I asked that question, but it's okay. It's my podcast. I messed up. I'm gonna do right. What is one lesson? Even you guys have only been married for 2 years, but you've been through enough. One lesson you would tell yourself, your first year married self, like maybe your newlywed married self. It's a better way to say it. So, what is one thing you would have wished you would have told yourself or had prepared for as you entered into marriage on the day of your wedding? That's the best way to ask it. On the day of your wedding, what would you have told yourself?
You take it. You go first.
I'll start first. Me, and I'm still working on it every day. I would just say grace. Giving yourself grace. Giving myself grace. Giving my wife grace.
Yeah.
Because I can get to the point of me being to the place of saying, "Hey, I feel like you should know that."
Yeah.
Or
Pet
in the
peeve.
sense of her, I feel like she should read my mind. In a sense,
Yeah.
or like I feel like we've been to this place already. Why are you not moving in my pace or something like this?
Yeah.
So I've just learned, grace.
That's good.
I think for me, would be, this is hard, but just like, of course, keeping knowing our is God, but just becoming more, we have to depend on each other. Like the way my family is, we live maybe 35 minutes away from my family. And so I've always had them just like it's my biggest support system, but it could also be a crutch.
Yeah.
So moving here with just him, have no family here, it has just taught me. I would have told myself that, like my wedding day, like this man, this is your husband, like this is your go-to person,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like that, like when you think of marriage, they're supposed to be, but when it comes time to apply that, like picking up the phone, calling Larrial before picking up calling my mom. It's just like, just I would tell myself like get ready. Get ready for that.
The other thing people often forget about that is so say you call your mom, right?
Mhm.
And you vent about Larrial, or Larrial call his mom and vent about you. Okay. Then you leave that conversation, you finna walk in the house. And then y'all come in, y'all reconcile the relationship. Your family they have only the last piece of information you have.
Right.
So now you go back to talk to your family, they like, what that was doing. You're like, oh, my bad, we cool now. That was over the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when you invite people in, for one, you don't want to give them all the information all the time. But two, people end up venting more than they end up sharing the good things. It's just how nature is. Because when it's good, you don't be like, hey, Mom, Larrial, he took the trash out, he clean. It's just not as easy to be like, Mom, Larrial tripping, and I'll come back right back to Greenville. You know what I'm saying? And your family wants to protect you, so then they gonna go overboard on the protection, and meanwhile, y'all done patched it up. So Melissa and I said our family moved away from Washington, but we realized we really grew in our marriage and as people when we moved to LA, and it was like this is our life. All of our choices are our own. Like it was the first time that we both chose a church together.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? You don't realize we were just going where our parents went. You know what I mean? And I went to Melissa's church because it was a cool church, but after that, we wasn't leaving our home church. But then you got to find a new church, you got to learn a new city. You do end up depending on each other a lot more.
Right.
When you move. So that's good to know. Yeah, that's good information for people. We always advocate for people moving. Move,
I
man.
do actually. I really
Move
do.
away to college.
I feel
move
like
away
that's how you grow up, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
learn a
Yeah.
thing or two.
Environment. Yep.
Yeah.
It is. It's the best. It's the best thing. It's just the beginning part. We feel it's so unfamiliar.
Yeah,
Right.
So
yeah.
And that does force you to cling to one another even more.
exactly.
Yeah, which is beautiful.
So
Well, very good. Thank you. We're actually in Atlanta all of the time, so please make sure y'all reach out. Get y'all tickets for when Kev and Angel are there for child, that show gonna sell out though.
Yeah, it's gonna sell out before this episode comes out.
It's definitely gonna sell out before
Yeah.
this episode.
But we'll have
come
some
out.
comp tickets for y'all.
Yeah. So reach out so y'all can go. If you feeling it, because you know you might be the baby gonna be born by then. When do you do? February?
well, beginning of March.
March? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
March 4th.
We'll catch you next time.
Yeah, you gonna be in that house.
That's right at the time that show is
yeah,
gonna be.
you gonna be in the house.
Larrial, you can come. You don't have to be with her all the time. You can come
Larrial,
to the
don't
show,
you
man.
do it. Don't let this man get you in
Larrial,
trouble.
look at me, man.
This
Come.
man, how long has he been married?
And he
Don't-
know
don't-
better.
don't-
And he know better.
That's what I'm saying.
You see, you trying to drink the water.
Yeah.
Larrial, you need a night out away from her, man. You don't got to be at the house all the time. Trust me.
LOL. Okay.
That laugh told you everything you need to know, Larrial. She said, LOL. Go if you want to. You coming back to a cold house.
Right.
All right, very good. Tell the people where they can find you on social media.
Yes, you can find me at Larrial Tyler, LARRIAL Tyler.
And you can find me on Instagram at I am Alexis Tyler.
Very good.
Larrial, you played football before we let you go?
He did.
Okay, let me guess your position by your build. I'm going to say if I have one guess, it's corner. My second guess will be running back.
Strong safety, linebacker. But hey, you're
a linebacker?
You was somewhere.
Corner is right there from strong safety. I was just a little closer on the field.
Strong safety, yes. Strong safety.
Wait, I thought
How tall are
linebackers
you?
were stocky dudes.
5'11".
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell how tall you were.
Yeah, so yes.
Sitting down, you like a corner, but if you were standing up, I would have said safety.
I have a question about linebackers now.
They're not stocky. They're not. A lot of the speed linebackers are not stocky anymore.
What the heck is a speed? I'm out.
Fast.
You
They're
know
not
what?
just big.
I've already clocked out.
They're not just big, fat, plug up the hole now. They can get into coverage.
Yes.
Well, is this a new revelation? Because linebackers that I remember was
New
just
revelation.
Yes, it is new.
okay. Then talking about
Players are thinner and faster at almost every position.
Pretty much, yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
well, can we go back to when we boycotted the NFL?
No, Melissa be mad because I watch football all the time again now because we the NFL
Please,
boycott.
are you into fantasy football?
No, I don't have time.
Okay.
I don't have time. And I was getting frustrated too much.
It's okay.
That's him.
Well, thank y'all so much. Y'all have
Thank
been
you.
a joy. And that video is one of my top 10 couple videos because hey,
Kevin
What's
left
up?
at it again
Hey.
today.
I just thought it was that second hey from Alexis is what made, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey. It was just such a funny response.
Oh, tell us what was the inspo behind that, and I'm gonna let y'all go for it. What's the inspo behind that video?
I mean, I guess
It was, you know, the thing is when we do the videos, we don't always tell each other like, you know, this is what I'm gonna say next.
So this
Oh, that's why it looks
Right.
so authentic.
Yeah.
So when you got that other hey, it was like, let me figure out an explanation. Why am I doing this?
That's why. That's great. I love that because it was.
It was.
I was like,
that.
y'all are Listen, I ain't gonna hold y'all. We ain't had no people that I don't like, but a lot of the couple TikToks be big cringe. The acting be terrible. The concepts be awful. But y'all was in there acting. I'm gonna put y'all up for NAACP Image Award for
Come
best social
on.
media video. I'm gonna
Come
talk to the
on.
people.
Hey, I take it.
I'm gonna tell the
I
people.
receive it.
I'm gonna tell the people.
Larrial gonna be somebody's pastor. You keep holding out,
He said
Alexis.
I
You gonna be
receive it.
somebody's first lady. You hear me?
Oh Lord.
The
I
almond to
grew
my
up as
joy.
a pastor's child. All the okay.
And that's how it happens. The people that grow up as PKs, they be the ones rebuking it. And then you marry somebody like Larrial who is like, well, God, tell me today. I am but a vessel.
You gonna have to tell me that one plainly.
You sound like
God
me.
like to come down off of heaven
You
himself.
sound about like me.
Alexis, this is God.
I'm
No,
a-
it ain't. Can't be. Bye. I don't believe it.
Right.
Thank y'all so much,
Thank
man.
you
Y'all
guys.
been
Have a
amazing.
good night.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
Bye.